So we're just going to look at the Grant baths now. So there's a few types. You have the expert range and the professional range, and I'll just go through simply what they are. You have a 26 litre bath, which is this one here. As you can see, it's got quite a long profile, but it fits really well on most kitchen tables. And also you have the detachable hose. So when you want to drain the bath, rather than have to pick it up, you can just put it through and then drain it into a sink, which is absolutely fantastic. It really is an essential part, because trying to lift a bath or trying to bail a bath takes time, whereas this is just the easy process. It has the slimline membrane, which you have 3 settings here, which we'll go through later, and then you adjust the temperature control just by the plus and the minus. This is the professional. You can see it's slightly different. The expert is flush, so it's better for cleaning, etc. And this one is, the two main differences between them is obviously the flush membrane on the front and the hose attachment, but the expert goes up in 0.1 degree increments and the professional goes in just 1 degree increments. Now I've used both kinds of baths, and I don't really go to the point degrees, but I'm sure that when you learn and try and experiment with the baths and come up with some fantastic new things, you'll see that. And then what I'm really pleased to see now is Grant have got a double bath. It's only available in the expert, but you've got much more flexibility to be able to set 3 different temperature settings. And having dual baths, both 12 litres, you can actually set this one's at 56, and we've got a second setting preset at 62, and the third one at 68. So really, you don't have to keep fiddling around and going up and down in temperature. You've already got the presets for your basic cooking. And we can have this one, say, at 55 for doing fish, and we can have this one at 62 for doing steaks, and it's just so much more versatile. Now we're going to go through the setting of the expert baths. As you can see, they have a flush membrane touch panel. So when you get the bath, it comes with obviously a lid. We've only got one on here, but it comes with 2 lids. It comes with a tray. The tray is vital. I'll explain why later. And you can also get dividers, so you can divide different areas in there if you're doing different cooking different things, or during service you can slot things in differently. So basically, so we have the touchscreen, as you can see. So we have 1, 2 and 3, which are the presets we can have, a bit like on the SV100. So this one is preset at 56, preset 1 is 56, preset 2 is 62, and preset 3 is 68. Those are the 3 main temperatures that I'll be using today. As I said, preset 1 is set at 68 in this bath. We've got a chicken supreme in here, as you can see, cooking. So easily, if you just press the number 2, you get the preset. Then it's set on the factory 10. You hold down the button, so it's quite simple. If I can do it, I'm sure anyone else can do it. And it just goes up to the temperature you require. So we'll set this one to 62 as well. And it runs up, and as you get closer, you can just go up and down. You can press it individually. You hold the finger on it, just runs quicker after a certain amount of time being on there. And then you get it, and then all you do is you press store. So therefore that is stored. And then it's already starting to change the temperature of the bath, because that's what it's set to. But if we go to preset 1 and store that, it will remain at 68. And then we go number 3, so it's set again. So again, we just do the process. We'll set this at 55. 55 is what we use for cooking some fish dishes and below as well. So you just hold your finger on, the temperature runs up to the one you require. When you get near it, you just take your finger off, and then you can just probe it up, press set, and then it will start. You see it's already started. But if you want preset 1, so whichever preset, you press the preset button you want, and you press the set, and therefore it sets to that. And that's how we do the baths. When I was talking about the tray, the reason the tray is massively important, as is, never fire up the bath without the tray in it or without water in it, because you will get a signal called OTC, which is over temperature cutout. Primarily, 1, that invalidates the warranty. You have to contact Grant to get the bath reset. And 2, the reason being, the tray is there, so nothing actually sits on the tub. The tub is where the heat mat is, and if something sits directly on there, it causes a heat spot, and that's what causes the over temperature cutout, so it doesn't damage the bath. But that's why it's important that you cook with a tray in there. Whether you're cooking with bags or without bags, you need to have a tray in there. I can't stress that enough. And also, make sure the bath has water in it. We have a sort of rule in the kitchen, whereas we don't turn the bath on until there's water in it, because some people leave them plugged in, and occasionally people will flick the switch and there's no water in it, and then it will just cut out, and then you have to contact Grant to have the bath reset. So, you know, and the difference between The expert and the professional is you have a dial and you push to select on the dial. So you dial it up to temperature and you press the button. That's as simple as it is for this one. And but this obviously has the facility for 3 different temperature settings, and that's why this is the expert range, and this is just a professional, as well as having the tap as well. So that's how to set the Grant bath.